What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are out here again with the Challenger GT 2019, talking to you guys a little bit more. So I got this Dodge Challenger for about 2 more days before I have to give it back. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about why someone would buy the Dodge Challenger GT with 305 horsepower with a 3.6 liter engine over something else. And I think I'm going to jump inside because it's freezing out here. So I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit in here and we'll hop back out later. Talking to you guys inside here because it is freezing outside. But the big question is, why would somebody buy a 3.6 liter V6 GT Dodge Challenger? So basically that's what I want to talk to you guys about. I got a comment from a guy on a previous video about this Challenger. I'll leave that right here. So he's saying, why would somebody buy this car, a V6? So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. So I gave him a response in the comments below, and that's what I said. So I just want to talk to you guys a little bit more of why somebody would buy a V6 sports car over other sports cars or over other types of vehicles. So again, this is a 2019 3.6 liter V6 Dodge Challenger 2019. The V6s are standard for the non-SRT versions of Dodge Challengers. So these will run you starting off at about $33,000 brand new. You can find obviously used cheaper ones, but these have 305 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of 6.3 seconds. So why would somebody buy one of these over a different sports car? Why would somebody buy this car over another car that has a higher horsepower rating or is maybe less expensive? So let's put this into perspective a little bit more. A full-size pickup truck like let's use my 2019 Silverado on this channel that you guys have seen. I have the 5.3 V8 with 355 to 420 horsepower if you have the 6.2 liter for those Silverados. I'm at a little bit higher than the 355 because of what I have on the truck. So the tune, the full exhaust, and the cold air inductions intake and the Pulsar LT. So that all adds me a little bit of horsepower there. But if you want some more details or a little bit more perspective of it, is weight. The weight of the truck versus the weight of a sports car. So obviously a sports car is gonna beat a truck off the line, or this car. We're talking about this car. Let's use this car. This car with the V6 will beat a truck off the line and win in a very short distance race. But let's go to a full mile. So let's say a full mile race down the road. The truck will win, and this will beat the truck off the line, but the truck will eventually catch up because of the higher horsepower. So going back to why would somebody buy this car when they could get a truck with a lot more horsepower and that's faster, is because the big thing is price. And another big thing could be, what if the person may not want a truck? If somebody is looking to get into a sports car and doesn't want a truck, and their budget says, hey, I got a budget of $35,000, but I'm looking to get into a sports car, and I like Dodge Challengers, this is their option. The 3.6 liter V6 Dodge Challenger GT. And again, I made a video about the levels and pricing about these different types of Dodge Challengers, going from the GT to the RT, SRT, Scat Packs, Hellcats, Hellcat Red Eyes, and the Drag Pack. I made that video for you guys as well if you're looking to get some more information about pricing for the different trim levels. But what you're getting with these 2019 Dodge Challengers GTs is not a whole lot of horsepower, but you're still getting a sports car. You're still getting some nice interior. It's not the absolute highest level of interior, but it still looks pretty nice. You still got the touch screen, you still got heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, digital display. You still got a little bit of leather here on the door. This is all plastic, but you've got sunroofs, and you can still mod these 3.6 liter V6s with exhausts and superchargers if you want to. I would recommend updating, obviously, some engine parts. If you go with a cam and a supercharger, updating the engine with different springs, valve springs, stuff like that, getting into all that different stuff, and updating your exhaust and your transmission to make sure it can handle all of that horsepower. But you can still do stuff with these V6s. But going along further here, again, it comes down to the price. It comes down to money and what the person can afford, and then what that person's preference is. If hopping out of the car here, show you guys another walk around of the car, is nowadays full-size pickups trucks are more expensive than some sports cars. So that's another reason why somebody may pick a 3.6 liter V6 sports car over anything else, or a different style of sports car, or a different brand of sports car. That's another reason right there. So again, if the person likes Dodge, if the person likes Dodge Challengers and their budget can only afford $33,000 or a little bit less if they can find a used one, this is what they're gonna buy. They're not gonna go buy a different brand that they don't want. They're gonna buy the type of vehicle with the type of brand of vehicle that they wanna buy in their price point and in their budget. But again, my 2019 Silverado on this channel was $42,000 used with a little bit of mileage on it. It's still pretty much brand new with the mileage that was on it, but I got it a lot cheaper than what it was brand new. My truck brand new was $64,000 at that time that I bought it, and I got it for $42,000. And this is $33,000 with less horsepower. But again, it goes back to what somebody's budget can afford, what they like, what they want to do, what they're looking to get into. If the person is looking to get into a sports car and has that budget of $33,000 and likes Dodge Challengers, this is what they're going to go with. This is their option. This is what they have to pick from. Because once you start going above this, you get into the RTs and SRTs, Scat Packs, Hellcats. That gets up into the 45 and almost all the way up into $130,000 for Hellcat Red Eyes with low mileage, brand new. So if a person's price point and budget isn't that high, which is a lot of people, then what are your options? This is your option right here. If you're not looking to do a bunch of racing or anything like that, if you're not looking, you're just looking to get into a sports car. Let's say somebody is a 60-year-old guy just looking to get into a sports car, likes Dodge Challengers, just doesn't want anything crazy, has a lower budget. What do you think they're gonna pick? They're gonna pick this. So that right there, guys, is the reason why somebody would pick a 3.6 liter V6 Dodge Challenger GT sports car over something else. But if they weren't a Dodge Challenger guy, there are other options and other brands of vehicles, again, with maybe around the same engine with 305 horsepower like this GT has, that they might want to look at. But again, I got this car here, Dodge Challenger, so I want to talk to you guys about the Dodge Challenger because I did get that comment on one of the previous videos I made about this car, about why someone would buy a 3.6 liter V6 Dodge Challenger. So thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. I just wanted to give you guys and share that information with you guys. What would you guys pick? Would you guys still get a Challenger GT? Leave it in the comments below if you would still get a Dodge Challenger GT if that was your price range and you liked Dodge Challengers. Would you go with this, or would you try to switch brands and find a different sports car with maybe a little bit more horsepower if they offered it? So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the links below as well to find yourself a little bit of Dodge accessories. If you guys are interested in that, click those links, buy those products as well. Thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.